So our comment says that Lolo's scar from throat cancer, that's not dirt. Oh, hey Hope, how are you? Hope says, Tulsi, you look pretty. Thank you so much. TC, hello. Oh, so that was from a cancer scar.
Oh wow.
I wonder if Miss Diva knew that.
I hope, yeah. I
Yeah.
wanted to know that too. Mm,
Oh, you know
wow.
what?
We
Well,
got
if
yeah.
she don't know, then now she knows.
Now she know. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's forgiven because
And I'm
okay,
glad someone brought that to light. Hmm.
yes.
Hmm.
And shout out to all the cancer survivors. We are in a month of October. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why my nails are pink, my toenails are pink. I have an aunt that survived breast cancer, and I have a grandmother that went to glory behind breast cancer. So, um, shout out to the survivors. And if you
Yes.
have someone that's in your family that's dealing with it, you let them know that we love them, we care about them, and we're going to walk this walk, and we are waiting for them to ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
Yes. All right. Must be Trini Gal says she knows. Oh, she knows. Oh, so it wasn't. Oh, wow.
Mm.
That's not really a dig to me. What do you think about that?
Mm. That she knows.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, see,
You
we
said
don't
it's
know
not a big,
if she does or if she doesn't.
huh?
We don't know if she does or if she doesn't.
Yeah, we don't know. I I I don't know. I don't know if she knew or not. I don't know. Mm.
Let's just pray that she. Oh Lord, I
Don't
hope
cry.
she didn't know,
Don't
because you
cry.
know what? I'm trying not to. I'm trying to hold back my
Let's
tears.
keep it together. Yes. Come on.
Everybody showed up. We had the producers show up well tonight. We had hair and makeup. We had our stylist.
Yes, we don't need to make up the run,
We don't need it to run.
Yes. But I hope that's a tough one. I really hope for her to say something like that. Mm.
Yes. Well, listen here. We ain't gonna dwell on that. So
Mm-mm.
let's get into this.
What's up?
Miss Diva also says, listen, she didn't stop there. She carried on. She says, Lolo cried and said no one wanted to be her friend in Vegas.
Mm.
I said, woo. I said, woo, child. Now, where's the lies? No lies told, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Now, I could be wrong. Don't give me the lion. But I did see Miss Lolo. Remember, she had that big, like, it was like a paper towel or something. She had this big
Mhm.
paper towel, and she was sitting, I don't know if she was sitting on a bed or sitting in a chair, and she was, right there. She says, no, nobody's answering the phone for me. It was kind of like a life alert commercial. Like, I'm falling and I can't get up and I really need some assistance, like ASAP. And no
Mhm.
shade, no shade, because everyone knew that Miss Lolo had some milestones that she was
Right.
had
Mhm.
accomplished, but she
Right.
still was um, kind of battling with some, we'll say, minor issues. And we say
Mhm.
minor because she was still able to make it on a flight. She still was
Right.
able to make it to the hotel. She still was able to make it on the party bus. But I think that, you know, after her getting robbed, I mean, this is your first trip since the 80s. I think she said she hadn't traveled since the 80s. So for this to be like your first trip, for you to get robbed, oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's a long time. Wow.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean,
Mm.
she got robbed. Her bar. Like, even if she did want to go and enjoy a nice little hot cocktail, what if she met somebody in a casino? She met Buster Brown. Buster Brown that went up there and busted down. Okay. What was she gonna have after that?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you know, so speaking of that, with that liquor situation, Do you think that, going out of town, you should have your own stash of kind of, your adult beverages?
Right. Right.
Have a stash. So like if a situation like that if a situation like that happens, you kind of know what to do.
Right.
All right, so let me go ahead and get up into this. So I'm gonna zoom on over to Ro. So child, Ro. I don't know why Ro did this.
What he do?
Ro, oh my goodness, let me break it down for you. Okay, so you know of Ro here on YouTube, correct? He's been on the
Mm-hmm.
channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say he's been over here on the channel plenty of times. Oh, and Tyrone, tell your brother I said thank you so much for what he did. Like, it's so cool. I love y'all.
You know it ain't that.
That part. Okay, so let me get up into it. So Ro still hasn't learned to shut his mouth, child. He just haven't. And I was feeling sorry for Ro, but it's like now I'm not. Now I'm
What
not.
he
I
do?
kind of feel like, well, he decided to come for a mother, Trezure Lane. And I'm just like, I'm just drawn back on. I'm confused because, first of all, Trezure Lane was trying to give you advice to date Brian, chill with Brian.
Right.
Brian wouldn't have, in my opinion, would have left Ro high and dry and stranded. I don't think that he would have been calling him out his name, saying that he stinks and using him for content. I think that he actually would have met him. They would have chilled. Of course, they would have got it going on. Of course, Brian would have had his smoke, got high, and been on some freaky type stuff and really just really turned Ro out.
Right. 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 Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Yeah. I agree.
And, Ro decided that he was going to go ahead and chase down the Shakim. And
Mm-hmm.
he chased and he ran and he jumped on the train and he hopped on the bus. He flew on the bicycle. Honey, he
Yeah.
did it.
He
Mhm.
was everywhere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like where is like Carmen San Diego? Okay.
Right.
Carmen
Yeah.
San Diego have shit on Ro. Okay.
Right.
Let's get
Kept
that
getting
straight.
stood up and everything like that. Like,
Okay.
come on, you know?
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. So they say that Ro appears slow, but I kind of feel like Ro is like or somebody said that he's like the Black Jeffrey Dahmer.
Mm.
Because when you look at him, he's like, he looks so, like, hello, like so
Yeah.
happy, lucky, right?
Mhm. Right.
And it's like when he gets drinks in him, he becomes a whole dirty freak, a whole just dirty freak, a dirty freak mess. Um, and no shade. Hey, Norris Tony, how are you? Good to see you. So happy that you are here. Yes, I didn't see you swooping here. So, the big thick glasses. I believe this is. I don't know. Don't give me the line. So I think I heard this in the streets. So I'll say allegedly. So,
Mhm.
so Ro went to the doctor, and the doctor told him that he was not slow.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Hmm. Well, I think everybody need to know that roll ain't slow. How
Yeah,
about that? Yeah.
exactly.
The doctor says.
He said he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him that he was not slow, and he also mentioned that he has nine people, nine people under him.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
what I think it is Ro is Ro knows how to work the system.
Now I do believe that he know what he do. He know he be doing. Yeah.
Ro know how to
He know
work
how to
his
play the game. He know how to play the game.
he know how to work it like welfare. Okay,
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
here. I'm gonna get my stamps.
He
I'm
know how
gonna
to
get my
pretend
stamps.
and make believe. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, Lisa J, how are you? Good to see you. Oh yes. So when it comes to, oh my goodness, when it comes to a man, Ro is willing to bet it all.
I
Tell me,
could see that. I could see that. The way he was acting with Shakim, I could see that.
well, how was he acting?
You know, being a little thirsty. You
Thirsty
know,
or tristy?
thirsty. You know. So he was putting it all on Shakim. You know, everything was riding on him. That what he wanted. Mm.
Well, speaking of Shakim, speaking
Mm.
of Simon, one thing Ro gonna fight about is a man.
Yeah,
If
he
he
gonna
gonna
put
fight
it.
about nothing else, he gonna fight about a man. Am I right?
Yeah, he gonna do that one.
He gonna
Yeah.
stand in his oh, I don't even know what to say because how does Ro identify?
I don't know. Now that's kind of that's questionable because isn't he still into women too?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's
Ro
still into
was
women
like
too.
a part-time drag queen or something. I was gonna say maybe Ro was just kind of in
He just
between.
doing him. Yeah, he doing him.
Yeah, he
He just
like
doing
whatever flows. I'm just gonna
him.
roll with. Whatever
Right,
opportunity presents itself. I'm gonna give it a try.
right.
But at almost 40 years old, you are running around, being around the world and ayaya behind a
Mm,
man. And
mm.
I mean, he just lost all his self dignity. I mean, just lost it
All of them, man. Mm.
all over, man. A man. Now, this is an open panel. If you would like to hit the panel, feel free to do so. We do have the link posted right there. Let's get into some of these comments. We have Couture Bay in the building. Hey chat, hey panel. Listen here. Here, let me do something right quick. Couture Bay, drop your channel in the chat. Couture Bay is my primetime mixer co-host, along with our brother Yusuf. Um, Couture Bay has her own thing going on. And so I want you guys to get on over and like, share, and subscribe to my sister. Here, Couture Bay, I'm gonna give you a wrench so you can drop your link in the channel. Drop your link in the chat so people can come over and subscribe to you. Hello, Fifi TV. She says, "You look pretty. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate you." And I have some commentary that I'm gonna give, and you are a part of that, but in a good way. So yes, there's a StreamYard link if anybody wants to come up. All right, all boo, it's all good. Well, you know how we do. Let's see here. This is a coalition, no competition over here. It's a coalition. Where's Yusuf? Yusuf right now, Yusuf is on a hiatus, but Yusuf will be back very, very, very soon. Um, you won't be disappointed when he does come back. So we're in or Couture Bay, did you want to answer for it? Did you want to answer? Um, okay, there's Couture Bay's channel. Yeah, me, Couture Bay, and Yusuf, we all have the primetime mixer. My primetime mixer family. I love us so much. And could I brag on us for a little bit, Tyrone?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the primetime mixer, I was looking for creators to collab with, and God sent Yusuf and he sent Couture Bay. And so we are probably on our 20th episode now. Here is our thumbnail. So if you guys are not watching or if you did not know about it, make sure you tune in and subscribe to all of us. Yusuf will be here Thursday. Okay, so we got a definite. Yusuf will be here on Thursday. So this is our prime time mixer. Like I said, give me 1 second. Yusuf, myself, and Couture Bay. And it's every other Monday. We've all been on like a hiatus right now, just kind of like life has been life and doing some projects, working on some big things, but we will be back here shortly. All right, let's get into it. Let's see. Fifi TV says, I have been over there. I've been over there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now let's get back to the content. So get into this. So, like I said, Ro went to the doctor. The doctor told him that he wasn't slow. He said the stuff with Shakim, they were just friends. Okay. But I wanted to bring him and Shakim just being friends, but I wanted to take it back to Simon. When him and Simon were allegedly just friends, he about took Jay Wilson's neck off, called Pastor J Wilson Tristy, and that he needed a man and that he needed to go find something to do and this, that, and the third. So that was, if you've been around you, he said that before. So,
Yeah, I remember that.
uh-huh. So Pastor J Wilson, Simon situation, Ro wants a performance from Mother. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, put your wig on and keep calling me slow, is what Honest Ro said. I don't know what jumped up into Honest Ro. I think he had like, you know how like you have like those little bottles of like little shots that you would
Yeah,
like kind of keep stored away, like for just one of those days where you just want to pop one. I think
right,
Honest Ro had one at his desk. Okay, a few of them.
right.
I don't know.
He had a bad day that day.
Yeah, because I don't know. Does he work from home? Because I don't know if he's stepping out in the hallway, but honey, he is letting his feelings out, honey.
Okay, he's
He
getting it
really,
popping.
yes. Okay. So he made it be known that he was in charge of like 9 people working minimum wage. Okay. So I'm just like, I can do nothing but like give him a round of applause because you know what? It takes a strong person with many struggles
Mhm.
to actually come to grips and say, you know what? I'm not slow. You
Mm-mm.
know, I'm just a little delayed in certain areas. And it's okay because you don't have to be slow to be delayed in certain areas. Like,
That's true.
don't beat yourself up so
That's true.
hard, you know?
That's true. Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. We have
That's
another
true.
comment. It's called Capri. It's a Capricorn thing. It says, girl, very nice tonight. Very demure. Thank you so much. I had to be very mindful, very mindful for you all. Listen here. I want to make this very clear. You see my makeup? You see how I took out the time to not make it overbearing?
Mhm.
Very demure, very mindful. You see my lips? You see I have a trace of outline? And then I went in with a pop of color. Very demure. I was very mindful. All right. Let's get into it. Yes. Come on, classy. Right. You know how we do it over here. All right, let's go. Let's go, you all. Okay, so why did Ro tell Mother that Mother, you're not working? Mother, you get a check.
Now that was funny right there. That was funny, and that was hilarious.
Says, Mother, you know what? Since you're saying that I get one, baby, will you get one too? Let's just all confess. It
So
was
I'll get
given
picked.
Usher. These are my confessions. Okay. What did you get from that, Tyrone?
Well, when you said that, that was funny. But I remember hearing mother on Jay Wilson was talking about that, brought that up to Honest Row, and he brought that up to him, and he brought that up to him, And on his road, he was acting like he didn't say it, but mother got him called got him together. Mother got him together, you know. And he said, you know, I ain't getting no check.
Yes. Listen here. When I tell you they were at it, it was funny. We have a super sticker from Couture Bay. Thank you so much, Couture Bay. I really appreciate you. And listen here, you too can support this show by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Okay. You said clock it. All right. Now get into this. So Honest Roll decided that he was going to amp it up a little bit more. He was
All
like,
right.
boy, spill it, boy, you a F boy. So he was like, spill it, boy, you a F boy. So he amped it up. And
Yeah.
I was like, Ro, whoo.
He was really trying to get him. He was trying to throw them punches. I was like, I was shocked myself when I heard that. Like, I never heard Honest Road give it up like that. Like, he come a long way from how he was a few months ago. Like a long, you know what I'm saying, a while back. He trying to pop his collar. You know what I'm saying? I think he trying to let everybody know, nah, don't come at me like that. You know what I mean?
Well, listen here. He didn't stop there. He was like, mother was untucked and mad. Wrinkled ET in the head. Mother ain't Cupid trying to hook him up with Brian. Where is your diaper, mother? Is what he said. You know what? You know, because Cupid has like that little, I don't think it's a diaper, but it's like that little garment,
Yeah, right.
little angel garment, right? He was
Right.
like, where is your diaper? And you know what? I was like, oh my goodness, like he is really, he's really coming for mother. Like he's really pissed off. Mother really stepped on his toes. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
what it was is because Brian was, I guess Brian was over there with mother and there was a conversation going on. So I guess Brian went over to Rowan and was like, hey, mother's over here talking about you. Are you gonna get your 1-2 in? Or it was something like that.
Yeah, he actually what he did, he was on Jay Wilson panel. And
Okay.
so they mother, you know, they was having a conversation. And uh so what Brian did was call Ro. And
Mhm.
Ro said that he was asleep. You know what I'm saying? It was so Ro really went on that type of time, but you know what I mean, he said you know, he hadn't been on Jay Wilson's, you know, panel in a while, so he wanted to go check it out, see what's going on. So that's how that's how that went on as far as him being, you know, going over there on Jay Wilson. Brian was being messy.
Wow. So, and that kind of takes me back, but Brian is known for like doing things like that. So my thing is Ro is easily influenced.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
So
I think
Ro
so.
took the bait and got himself in a tizzy.
Yeah. Brian, I mean, you know, I think on his road, I think on his road, he know what he wanna do, but he wanna please people a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like he wants so much to be friends or whatever the case may be. He don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or something. I guess he questioning himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Unsure of
you know,
himself.
yeah. I think that's what it be. You know, I mean, what you think?
I think it's a lot. I think it's insecurity. I think it's, wanting to be accepted,
Yeah,
wanting to feel a part of something, and wanting, it seems like he wants, I don't know if he wants love or if he wants a fling, because he'll be liking you one day and on to the next, like a next day, you know. And if he would stop off on that tricking, like if he would stop giving his money out and really get to know people, like really take the time to get to know somebody, I think that
Yeah.
he would have a better chance because it's not like he's, oh my goodness, he's he's trying to buy love. And I don't,
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
mhm,
That's what he's doing. He's buying attention and he wants to be seen, but he is being seen in the wrong way. I mean, you can't. I mean, all they gonna see is your money. They're not gonna see you. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So, like you said, I agree. If he slow down on that and let the person get to know him, that way he at least know if the feeling is mutual. You know what I'm saying? If everything is mutual, at least then go that route. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to.
gotta be kosher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then you'll feel bad if you're getting your money up and it ain't what you think. You know what I mean? So
Kind of like how Dimples is feeling about Shakim. Dimples has given Shakim, I guess, a great amount of money, and you know, it's out here in the streets that, she's being foolish and
like you,
she
you
needs
see
to
how that
go.
turns out, right? You see how that going, right?
Exactly.
She's turning it up. You see how she turned it up.
Oh, yes.
She turned that heat up on.
Oh, Lisa has a question. Lisa says, do you think Brian set him up to get slaughtered last night?
Mm. Well, I think Brian knew what he was doing. I think he did because I think he did. You know what I mean? Because why would you call him at that time of night in the morning? You know what I mean? The man got to go to work, but then on this road, no, he got to go to work too. So he can't too much. You know what I'm saying? But Brian knew what he was doing.
Hmm.
You know what I
And
mean?
then for him to come out after Mother, like, how did he think that was going to end?
Exactly.
I think it was the devil.
Exactly.
Speaking of the devil, now Diva says the devil ain't under your feet. He's in your face. You got to shake the devil off. You got to rebuke him. You got to scrub him out like Lolo's neck.
Lord have mercy. Mm,
I threw my hands up. I threw my
mm,
hands up. But she's right. The devil, people be like, oh, the devil up under my feet. No, the devil is sitting right next to you.
mm-hmm.
The
Hmm.
devil is skinning and grinning in your face,
Okay.
you know. And so I say that to say Brian has been talking about all these demons and how they're showing up. And, I don't know. It's like with Brian, I get so, I don't know. It's just something about him. Like when he goes very dark, it's like, and he gets to talking about gays and they should go to hell and burn and this, that, and the third. And then the next thing you know, he's in a parking lot waiting to suck somebody off.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him with that. Like, when I hear him talk like that, I just shake my head. I don't even know how to. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Make it speechless. When he get talking like that, it's just, I hope he find his way. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we're almost at an hour. I want to cut it at an hour because we do have guests, and I want to acknowledge and respect my guest's time, my co-host time today. So I'm gonna cover just a little bit more. I think that I'm gonna rush down here. Let's see. What should I bring up next? I think I should bring up the hospital incident. Remember when Brian had went to the hospital and he was outcry for help and
Mm-hmm.
People need to get their health in order. Please, go to the doctor.
Right.
Only for it to be 24 hours and he leaves the ICU,
Mhm.
dismisses the doctor's orders.
Right.
I remember that day like it was yesterday because it was just like, oh, it's no big thing. But see, when you withdraw yourself out of the hospital and, like you need to be there, but then they're saying, okay, well, you need, they can't hold you against your will. So they'll make you sign their
Mhm.
liability away,
Okay. Yeah.
all for him to go home. Well, first of all, he didn't make it home. He stopped by the dope man and got him a joint, stopped by the store, got him some roll up, and he
Mm.
decided to get him some food and go home and go and blow back.
Mm.
Then there was a time where he was supposed to go to Vegas. They say that he took that money and he paid his bills with it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Talking about defrauding the people, talk about not keeping it real.
Mm.
Like
And then he was
just
talking junk about it. You know what I mean?
mhm,
He- yeah, he was talking junk to the people about it. Because they were showing concern about him, and he didn't want to hear nothing about that. You know?
exactly. Lisa says, I think Ro was trying to prove himself. He has a spirit on him. He's talking about Brian. Like him, but it's obvious. Let's see. You said you like him, I think. Well, yeah, it's a lot going on. I see that Brian really needs to go get the help that he needs, and hopefully he is following the doctor's orders. I know Pastor J Wilson had brought up his mom. It was a whole big situation, and you know what? Brian has talked about so many people's, and I'm not. I mean, when you're in argument, when you're going back and forth, when you're tit for tat, because I'm going to tell you this before we go. Pastor
Mm-hmm.
J. Wilson, he was like, okay, he was giving pass. He was giving pass. He was like, okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna let that pass. Okay, it was given. I'm gonna let it, and until he couldn't let it no more.
Right,
Brian
right,
came out his mouth and said, "Go ahead and do it." He called him all type of bees and doing the most.
right.
It was like, okay, now, I mean, you just really got it. And he knew how to shut him down.
Mm-hmm.
He's an OG. He's an old school sissy. Let's be real. You
Yeah,
can't go back and forth with an old school sissy. These us young girls, the OGs, they call them the OGs. They paved the way for us. They've been there, done that.
right, right.
They spent the block, went around the
Time and
corner,
time
went up the
again.
mountain, came back down, hit a flip, and got on the damn trampoline to start bouncing.
Okay.
What can you tell them?
Hmm.
They've
No,
been
no.
there.
Exactly.
And had you listened and went with Brian, you would have been better off. You would save a lot of money, and Brian would have flew you out. See, if you had listened to Trezure, you wouldn't have to use your money. Brian would have flew you out. You would have got flew out. You would have to worry about, oh, let me get my coins together. Even though you are working, Ro, yes, you are working. We give you that. But you wouldn't have to spend your coin. If Brian likes something, if he loves something, he's gonna go after it. We all know that.
Hmm.
My opinion. Hey, can Kenya? Can Kenna? Oh, Kenna. Hey, Tulsa moderators, how are you? Um, Wishing death on people is so recklessly. Yes, and he says it a lot. He says it like he's giving you a rundown of what he had for lunch and how delicious it was. That's what he gets. I'm serious. When he gets in that spirit, he's on it. It's like a manic attack, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like somewhat like Wiley, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, he's when he gets to that point, it's like, dang, like, did you really have to go there? Like, he really know how to go low. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, he now that right there, like, like tonight, he did it. He, I forgot the guy that came on J Wilson after they had that little conversation, and I tell you, he got up in him. I was like, dang, like Brian be going in there.
So it was like, I think I know what you're talking about. Was it like people on the panel, and did Brian run somebody off the panel?
Yeah, it was some I forgot the guy that sometimes I guess he hadn't been on in a long time, but the last time he was on, he was singing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and he was saying something about some drugs or something like that, and I was like, what? So because Brian had left the panel, and then he had came back up. When Brian came back up, he was just going popping out, just popping out. I was like, oh man, yeah, it
Oh,
was. They was at it for a good little while.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
I can imagine because Brian, he doesn't like to stop. Lisa says, not the whisper. Oh yes, Wiley.
Matter of fact, where is he?
Brian is Brian is funny. I like him when he's funny, but I don't like him when he like gets in that dark place. I mean, just dark. I mean, he will go dark, and I know that we all like go back and forth, but it's like I don't know, but we don't get the right to tell him how to come back. You know, when it's his revenge, we don't get the right to tell him how to come back. So listen here, you all. I will be reviewing Life After Lockup. I also will be reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac. Here this late night, I'll be jumping in on the late night hour with my competitors here on the YouTube streets that do live broadcasts at night, early mornings. So yes, we are now in the mix. So get ready. The setup is back. The producers had come by the house today and really set things up for me. So I'm very thankful and gracious for you. Shout out to Tyrone for your donations and you and your brother really helping a sister out here at the show.
No problem.
Really appreciate you. Um, and so, any closing words, or yeah, we'll do closing words, and um, I'll do our daily devotion, and we can head on out.
Well, just thank you for having me up, and it was nice talking with you and being with your people.
Absolutely. And
So
you,
thank you, chat, for listening in, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that like button, please.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Tyrone. Great, Tulsa. Thank you, Kina. I got it right. Okay. So here, we're going to go ahead and lead on into our daily devotion and want to thank Tyrone for giving us his time today. And like I said, everyone that has come by, if you like, share, and subscribe, you are supporting, and it's no less than a Cash App or a Zelle or a super sticker. Speaking of super stickers, shout out to Couture Bay and thank you so much for your generous donation tonight. Fifi TV says good night. Good night, everyone. All right, a prayer for everyone to pray according to the will of God began with his word. Okay. And today is October 16, 2024. Colossians 1:9-14. Sometimes we want to pray for another person but aren't sure what to say. Let's look at Paul's prayer in Colossians 1:9-14. Every word fits perfectly with God's will. So you can present these requests with confidence, both for yourself and for others. To be filled with the knowledge of his will and all spiritual wisdom and understanding, we need to follow God daily. And we also need discernment to distinguish his guiding voice, to walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, pleasing him in all ways. Our life should be patterned after the one we follow, to bear fruit in every good work instead of being wrapped up in our own circumstances. We should have a productive kingdom mindset to increase the knowledge of God. When we read his word and apply his principles, our understanding of him will deepen. To be strengthened with his power so we remain steadfast. The Christian life can be lived only with the Holy Spirit's power. Joyously to joyously give thanks for all God has done for us, believers should be characterized by joy and gratitude. All right, so that is our daily devotion. We want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. This concludes our broadcast. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa, and until next time, so long. Girls need love too.